Hey folks, and welcome back to Picklesops Gaming. We are playing Skyrim, and when we last left off, we took Fort Dawnstar. Not Fort Dawnstar, Fort Dunstad. And it was pretty good. There's a really funny bar in there, and it had stumbling saber cat or something. Go check out the last video to see how funny that was. Just some cute little art that the developers threw in there to be funny. But yeah, and we got a lot of Alto wine and Nord mead that we can sell. And then also in the fort itself, there were a lot of potions, so it would be worth going through that during this mission. But for now, we are going to run back to Dawnstar and take the ship well, I say ship, take the boat to Solitude. And once we get there, we're going to talk to General Tullius, and we've already done that. Okay. We're going to talk to General Tullius, and I think he's going to send us to the Rift. If he does send us to the Rift, we will be starting the Dawnstar quest line before we do any military side of things. Just because we will carriage ride. Oh, hey guys. Hold up. Has it been 48 hours? Aki, or Akai? Where's Aki? Akari. How are we doing?
Take a look.
We still have 0. Okay, not a problem.
May your road lead you to warm sands.
You too, Akari. Alright. Because we are going to take the carriage to the Rift. Or Rift Inn. The city. And then from the stables, before we actually go into the city, we're going to go and start the Dawnstar quest line. So it may be a longer episode solely because there's going to be a lot of talking. The initial lore of the Dawnguard is all spat at you very quickly, and all at one time. So we will need to be cautious of that, to make sure, we don't miss any of that lore. I don't want to cut it in the middle of any lore, so we'll go to where the marker basically takes us on the map and just work everything out until we have to leave that area. I would also like to run around in the fort. There's a lot of stuff we can get. We can almost get a complete set of armor, which is what we're going to want to do. It is light armor, but I want it for...
I can take you to any port on the coast.
Okay, well, I'll just take it to Solitude. Solitude.
Climb on in the boat and get comfortable.
Alright, perfect.
Talk to Ed Brothers. Deja has no words for you.
Okay. But as I was saying, I would like to get this set just for collecting purposes. We'll put in our home in Breeze Home. Have I gotten? Yeah, we did. I think I got all of the ingredients except obviously this thistle. But yeah, so I think we will start that. If he doesn't send us to the Rift quite yet, I think we have. I think we don't have like the Dawnstar area. And so it's the Dawnstar, and then we do Riften, and then Winterhold. And then from Winterhold we go to Windhelm, I think. But I always forget because there have been times when I'm doing the Dragonborn, or the main story. Where are we headed next?
What is it?
Hey man.
Taking the Pale gives us
Pale,
another port
that's what it
in
was.
Dawnstar and puts us within striking distance of Windhelm. That should make Ulfric a bit more cautious, huh?
Probably.
Battles are won by trained and disciplined men. Wars are won by talented and exceptional individuals. I'm raising you to prefect. Take this blade as a
Nice.
gift and symbol of your new rank. You've earned it.
Hey, thanks. Alright, what are my new orders, sir?
Make your way to our camp in the Rift. We have a few surprises for the Stormcloaks lined up.
Yes, sir.
For the Emperor.
For the Emperor. So I was right. We are going to the Rift. So yeah, let's do that. No trouble. But I will see you guys outside of Riften in the stables. Okay, well, we are in Riften now, but we're not going to go into Riften as we talked about, which some people would say, hey, why didn't you go to Whiterun and then walk over to the Rift Imperial Camp, which is basically right over the hill from Helgen. And that's because I want to start the Dawnguard quest. So we'll do that, and then they'll give us some missions, and it'll take us back this way. And we'll work on that from there. So I will see you outside of the cave entrance to the Dawnguard. After we kill this troll, who is, working on a Spriggan. Okay, I'm actually gonna let this play out. Okay, well, troll wins, and human kills troll, and Spriggan's still alive. What? Hold on. Oh, probably healed up. Okay. Well, oh my goodness. Okay, lots of things happening. We got a rogue deer, got 3 wolves, a Spriggan, and a troll. My goodness. Okay. Well, that was a lot. Where'd that Spriggan fall? Oh man, where'd the Spriggan go? Ah, there it is. Okay, well, very eventful start to the mission here. And apparently more wolves. Oh, he ended up... Oh, they both got me. That was unlucky. And the third one might actually be behind me. Yup. How'd I know? Oh. And I hear Nirnroot, so we're gonna go under the bridge. There are usually some under the bridge. Less light, more water. We are entering Dayspring Canyon, which is the entrance to the fort of Dawnguard, of the Dawnguard, so let us continue on. And I will clear out this area eventually, but there is a certain person we'll meet soon that I want to talk to and then continue on to the fort with. That person's name is Agmar.
Join the Dawnguard too? Truth is, I'm a little nervous. I've never done anything like this before. I hope you don't mind if I walk up with you. Hey, don't tell Isran I was afraid to meet him by myself. Not the best first impression for a new vampire hunter, I guess.
Okay. So yeah, Agmar is a new recruit as well, and really nervous. And we'll find out why he's so nervous.
Probably killed lots of vampires, huh? I'm sure Isran will sign you right up. I'm not sure he'll take me. I hope so.
Well, you have the heart, so I think Isran will like you.
Must be it. Fort Dawnguard. Wow. Bigger than I expected.
That is a massive fort. Very cool. Let's keep going, bud. Nope, wrong way. Okay.
Where is everybody? This place looks almost deserted.
Well, probably because we're the first to show up. How scared are you now, Agmar? Where are you going? This is definitely not the... Oh, hey, Durak! Well, I guess we'll come talk to him later. Agmar, you run so slow.
This is it. Wish me luck.
Well, I guess good luck. I'm also walking in with you, so... We have to just talk to Selen.
New recruit. Isran will decide if you've got what it takes. Go on, he's right inside.
Sounds good. Can I
I'll tell
talk
you,
to you
the only
though?
thing more surprising than hearing from Isran after all these years was hearing that he wanted my help. I immediately realized things must be pretty bad. Looks like I was right.
You've worked with Easteron before?
I have. There was a time years ago when we were both members of the Vigilance, and both equally dissatisfied with them.
Okay.
Their hearts are in the right place, of course. But Isran and I were never comfortable. We left together, but that partnership didn't last very long. I didn't agree with some of his methods.
Hmm.
Go on inside. Isran will want to talk to you.
Okay, well, he sounds like something else.
Why are we here, Tolan? The Vigilance and I were finished with each other a long time ago.
You know why I'm here. The Vigilance are under attack everywhere.
You go ahead. I'll talk to Isran in a minute.
And now you want to come running to safety with the Dawnguard. Is that it? I remember Keeper Carset telling me repeatedly that Fort Dawnguard is a crumbling ruin, not worth the expense and manpower to repair. And now that you've stirred up the vampires against you, you come begging for my protection.
Carset is dead. The Hall and the Vigilance, everyone, they're all dead. You were right, we were wrong. Isn't that enough for you?
Yes, well, I never wanted any of this to happen. I tried to warn all of you. I am sorry, you know.
Okay.
So who are you? What do you want?
Here to join the Dawnguard, looking for vampire hunters. Just looking around. What is this place? Here to join the Dawnguard.
Got a fire in your belly to kill vampires, eh? Good for you. But look around. There's really not much to join yet. I've only just started rebuilding the Order.
What can I do to help?
I need someone out in the field taking the fight to the damn vampires, while we're getting the fort back into shape. Tolan was telling me about some cave the Vigilants were poking around in. Seemed to think it was related to these recent vampire attacks. Tolan
Okay.
tell him about, what was it? Dim Hollow.
Yes, that's it. Dim Hollow Crypt. Brother Adelwald was sure it held some long-lost vampire artifact of some kind. We didn't listen to him any more than we did Isran. He was at the hall when it was attacked.
Oof.
That's good enough for me. Go see what the vampires were looking for in this Dim Hollow Crypt. With any luck, they'll still be there. Here, you should take a crossbow. Good for taking out those fiends before they get close. Feel free to poke around the fort and take what you need. There isn't much yet, but you're welcome to anything you can use.
I'll meet you at Dim Hollow. It's the least I
Oh,
can
really?
do to avenge my fallen comrades.
Tolan, I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, not a good idea.
You Vigilants were never trained.
I
to
know
fight.
what you think of us. You think we're soft, that we're cowards. You think our deaths proved our weakness. Stendar granted you do not have to face the same test and be found wanting. I'm going to Dim Hollow Crypt. Perhaps I can be of some small assistance to you.
You there, boy.
Good grief.
Stop skulking in the
All right.
shadows and step up here. What's your name?
My name is Agmir, sir.
Agmir, not
Do I look like
Agmire.
a sir to you? I'm not a soldier, and you're not joining the army.
Yes, sir. Isran.
Didn't I tell you to step forward? Farm boy, huh? What's your weapon?
My weapon? I mostly just use my paw's axe when wolves are attacking the goats or something.
My paw's axe.
Hmm?
Stendar preserve us.
You're looking up too
I think we
hard.
can make a Dawnguard out of you. Here, take this crossbow. Let's see how you shoot.
Crossbow?
Nice.
I've never...
Yes, a crossbow. Best thing for killing vampires. Just take a few shots at those crates over there.
Now, here is a hack. Even though they didn't get the shading right on this crossbow. he's just going to keep on shooting the crates. And you can pick up the bolts. So this is a fun way to just get a bunch of bolts if you're looking for that. There are also a crazy amount of crossbows all around the fort. We're not going to use too many crossbows, or we're not going to use the crossbows much. However, we'll take it with us just in case, you know, we would need it for any reason, just because it's kind of the Dawnguard way. There's a steel greatsword. There's a helmet that was sitting right here. I picked that up. And then I'm going to basically scour the fort for anything that's worth picking up, and I will show you guys when I find things. Alright, so if you go over all the way, basically all the way to the corner and take the stairs, you're going to go up to the first watchtower type thing. There's a Dawnguard hammer, warhammer, and we might... Cool, so it does additional damage to vampires. We're most likely going to use this only because I know we're not necessarily getting into warhammers, we're more into swords. However, we are going to be fighting vampires almost exclusively, so it's going to be worth using the warhammer for this quest line. So we will be using that, but I will also keep the Skyforged Steel Greatsword in my favorites so that we can switch over when we don't need to, you know, kill a vampire. There are also bolts laying around. There's another crossbow, and a bunch of Dawnguard war axe around. So, yeah, there's plenty of stuff around. If for some reason you didn't get, or if you didn't get the crossbow, or you didn't want to talk to Isran right straight off the bat, you can come up here and grab a few. But that's going to clear this area. We'll jump down here, go to the next room, and there are a bunch of fish barrels. Basically just has a bunch of food and salt piles, so that could be worth it. This takes you up to one of the ways to get up to the top area of the fort, but inside. This is where they have torture chamber, essentially. Some gold, buttload of mead, and some iron. And a lot of skulls, but you can't pick them up. Don't know why you would want to. A few wardrobes, nothing wild in them. Again, he said we're basically just starting out, so there's not much in the fort right now, and it will grow as you go through the storyline. But it definitely is worth to go through everything at the beginning, since eventually things will be changing, and so it may, you know, get rid of items that were there before, but since we're growing and everything, they have removed. Oh, and you can sleep on the cot. Very cool. This is honestly probably where you're meant to be, where you're meant to sleep and everything, kind of the room. Alright, so we will head back down to the bottom. And you'll hear Isran talking to him constantly, so if that's annoying to you, you should get over it pretty quick, because they'll go on until you leave. Got a few chests here, only one is lootable. And over here are some really cute puppies. Sealong and Bran, but you can't really work with them right now, so you can just leave them be. There's also a cave. We will be doing that eventually, probably next episode, however, just because it will take a little bit to go through everything in the fort, and we're already almost at time, so we will basically just play it by ear at this point. Over here is kind of the main sleeping area and sitting area. There's nothing in here right now, but later on, if you're trying to find people who are part of the Dawnguard and you can't find them, they're most likely over there. Plenty of food. I'm picking it all up because we can sell it, even though they're hardly worth anything. You'll be surprised how much, if you just have a bunch, how much, 2 gold every time you enter a city can be. All right. And of course I'm over encumbered, as I figured. Especially because we picked up the Warhammer, and we can't get rid of that because it's a quest item. I might put the Dwarven Shield in here. Also the Officer Boots. We're gonna get Galmar Stone Fists set, so we'll be alright. And then I think, I have a bunch of random stuff that I'm gonna get rid of as well. Get rid of all the tongs and tankards as well. Alright, so here's kind of the workbench. The person who is here will go and get eventually, but we're not going to get them right now. Actually, that book started a small quest, which is worth it. If you're an archer, you should go take care of the Ethereum Wars quest probably right away. So definitely worth it. In here, there will be some style of companion eventually. So come back here once you find the person who basically mans this area. Some gold, nothing crazy, and actually most of them are glitched out, or at least really small pickup range. Oh, and the torch just died. Perfect. And there's a way to go up. Was there one in here? No. So wasn't one in here. Okay. So we've cleared out the main level and the second level. And now we'll pick up all of these bolts that he's been shooting this whole time. But we need to go upstairs yet. So here's an option. I think this will take you to the other wing. Oh, it actually takes you to the main part. So another crossbow up here. Another crossbow. So there are so many crossbows that they give you. So if at any point you lose a crossbow, or for some reason you just have never gotten one, you can look around in the Dawnguard fort, and there's, everything everywhere. So there's a shield and boots, the Dawnguard shield and boots. And we're heavy again, of course. But I want to keep these because it is worth it. So we might get rid of like all of this food. Yeah, we might have had too much food on us. Maybe we'll come back up to this bag later on when we sold a few things, and hopefully they'll still be there. But so as you can see, it's a pretty huge place. The most armor that I've found has only been, it's been Dawnguard boots, Dawnguard shield, Dawnguard gauntlets, and I think that's it. It's basically everything but an actual chest plate, which is a decent amount for, you know, just giving to you straight away if you search it out. So it's not too bad. And, I mean, all the weapons you could ever need. And I think there was one stair that we did not check out yet. Hopefully Agmar doesn't shoot us. It wasn't over there. It wasn't in here. I think it was this one here, yeah. We didn't go up this one yet. Alright, so more crossbows, axe, there are the gauntlets, and another helmet actually, which I did not realize the first time I was up here. That's awesome. And it could change based on the game. I'm not sure if it's a stuck amount, how much they actually put into the game. But yeah, two helms if you want. I do not, so I'm going to put the helm in there. And that is going to be it for basically everything we can get the first time that we've ever been to Fort Dawnguard. You could stand here and you could pick these up forever.
It would come to this one day.
But we won't. Why did you join the Dawnguard?
I've heard the rumors around Skyrim. I know something's going on, and I've seen the vampires. I felt I had two choices. I could either live in fear of the night, or I could do something to help protect my people.
Wow, you've changed your tone ever since you got that crossbow in your hand.
Until next time.
Be on
Hey,
your
he's
guard
around.
at all times. Avoid sleep if you can. Sleep is for the weak.
Yikes. What is this place?
This is Fort Dawnguard. Originally owned by the Jarl of Riften back in the Second Era, it was a bit of a black mark on the Hold's history. I'm trying to put it to good use.
What's the Dawnguard?
We hunt down and kill vampires. Haven't you been paying attention? In the old days, the Dawnguard kept all of Skyrim safe from those blood-sucking scum. Then people started taking the threat seriously. The Dawnguard was disbanded, and the vampires came creeping back. Now I'm trying to re-establish the Dawnguard. Take the fight to the vampires for a change. I hope it isn't too late.
Likewise. Any advice for a new vampire hunter?
There's only one thing worth remembering. When it comes to vampires, if you're sloppy or careless, you're dead. And good people will die because of you. I've lasted this long because I don't take chances. I cover my tracks and I keep my eyes open. If you're smart, you'll do the same.
Okay, well, I need training in heavy armor.
Well, at least you're smart enough to want to learn more. I'll show you what I can.
Yikes, he is rough around the edges, to say the least. Alright, we'll max out what we can there. It might actually take us to level up, maybe? No, I think just right at the top of leveling up. Alright. Well, we are actually going to call it there. Oh my. No one asked you, Salon. Salon Dion. Yeah, so we are going to call it there. Next time, I think we're going to clear out Dayspring Canyon completely. There isn't much to do, so doing it at the beginning just saves you time later on. We may actually end the episode down here beside Durak so he doesn't despawn. He's already despawned. Okay. We'll find him later. It doesn't matter. But yeah, thank you for watching. And if you enjoyed anything in this video, go ahead and leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to subscribe, that would also be great. It'd help out the channel greatly. Thanks, folks.